I need to do a follow-up video. Aye. I was somewhere and I was in a hospital, and for some reason somebody working in a hospital didn't have access to the facility to be able to cut something, and I'm like, oh, I've got these on me. And other members of staff were like, oh, it's an offensive weapon. Straight away, a knee-jerk reaction, it's an offensive weapon. Another member of staff, somebody working in healthcare, looked at these and didn't say, oh, trauma shears. He went, oh, offensive weapon. Oh. Now, the fact of the matter is, an offensive weapon is an offensive. Anything that you consider to be usable as a weapon in an offensive manner, it's an offensive weapon. But that's the state of play here in the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. Not in Northern Ireland as such, because I believe in Northern Ireland it's still legal to possess handguns for the sole purpose of self-defence. That is a thing in Northern Ireland, I believe. But I remember the 80s. I remember the Hungerford shootings. I remember the 90s and the Dunblane school massacre. I remember people having guns legitimately, using them quite legally, enjoying that as a hobby, pastime, pleasant activity to engage in. And those people who hadn't done anything wrong, who hadn't very, very, very possibly hadn't the slightest intention of doing anything stupid, they had their guns taken off them. Oh, but they got compensation. Well, yeah. What sort of compensation are you going to get when the government comes to take something that the government has deemed illegal? Well, it's illegal. You can't have it anymore. So the compensation is, we're going to take it off you and you don't go to jail. Just today, watching a video, this guy's going on about they wanting to put more knife legislation on the statute books or whatever, however you describe it. Machetes now. There's already a thing. There's a thing here in the UK about zombie knives. Zombie knives. And this guy doing this video, he describes these zombie knives, and probably quite rightly, as typically, they're basically idiotic ornamental knives that in all fairness don't have any real practical use. And there's certain, I believe there is, the legislation says something along the lines of, if they've been brightly coloured and certain sorts of decoration on them. It's literally to distinguish a zombie knife at the moment. To distinguish a zombie knife from other large knives, such as large kitchen knives. People say, well, kitchen knives. Oh no, they're coming after us, kitchen knives. Oh no. Yeah. Because this guy says that these zombie knives are almost invariably, they're low quality. They're not made from good quality steel or metal or what have you. They're not constructed. They're probably mass produced, machine produced or what have you, And he says, well, so there's an argument to be made that, well, so what? Get rid of them. But to my mind, if you have a penchant and an interest in knives, if you have an interest in mechanical things, tools and such, well-made, nice objects, whatever they may be, you can distinguish between something that's high quality and something that's low quality in whatever field of interest you have. But that doesn't matter a toss to, whoever it is who phones the police because they've peered in through your window and they see you've got something hung on the wall that looks like, as far as they're concerned, it looks like a zombie knife. Or it looks like, oh, it's a big knife, oh. It doesn't matter to them whatever quality this particular item might or might not possess. It's just that, it triggers them. Offensive weapon, instantly triggered, instantly conditioned. A bladed article. Those words are in the legislation. A bladed article. People talk about, he was carrying a bladed article. Screwdrivers have a blade. Yeah. I put forward for consideration. Oh, they'll come off the kitchen knives. Oh, kitchen smitching. Why were the police in your house? There's all manner of reasons why the police can get themselves into your house. All manner of pretexts. And they start looking at, what's this? Why have you got this? Why should you have that? Toolbox full of screwdrivers. Well, why do you need all these screwdrivers? What's your job? Oh, well, I do. No, we'll have them off you as well. Bladed article. It isn't going to stop. It's not going to stop. Oh, well, who needs these big knives? Who needs... Indeed, I hope I don't misquote this comment. On the video that I was watching, one of the viewers had commented, I believed the government wouldn't... I don't know if they use the word steal. Or something. I believed the government wouldn't take wouldn't rob me of my target pistols. I lived to regret that. That was one of the comments. Yeah. Why would they take this? It's a target pistol. I just use it for shooting bits of paper. Well, that's all I'm interested in doing. Why would anybody want to not let me? Why would anybody not want me to have that? It's just something I do. In my spare time, I go and stand at a range and I, see how tight I can get my groups. That's all I'm interested in. No, we've deemed that. No. We don't want you to do that anymore. No. So we are going to take that from you.